Listen, bases loaded, bottom of the ninth. I want to talk about reading the room. A lot of people can't read the room, and it's okay. I got you. Listen, 2025, 2026, until a casket drop, this channel is literally going to be about survival. A lot of people talk about everything else but survival. And I'm gonna say this again. A lot of people talk about everything else but survival. When you learn how to read the room, they can't touch you. When you learn how to read the room, they can't move on you. Listen, life is real. A lot of people are petty. A lot of people are straight evil. When it's all said and done, a lot of people, if they could get away with squashing you like an ant, they will do it. If they could get away with squashing you like a roach, they will do it. If they could get away with stepping on you like a stepper, they will do it. But when it's all said and done, listen, nobody's gonna step on you. Nobody's gonna touch you if you could literally read the room. If you know how to read the room, reading the room will tell you this might not be the room that I need to be in. Listen, I had a gym membership to a gym. I thought I was going to be at that gym till a casket drop. But guess what? I realized that I was not going to be at that gym till a casket drop because I was able to read the room. And what I got from the room was the staff couldn't stand me. So one thing about employees is employees might not have power, but they have power enough to make up lies. So when it's all said and done, if employees are making up lies, when it's all said and done, it's gonna get a bad rap with the owner. So I read the room and I realized, guess what? These employees are not gonna stop. These employees will continue to get smart, and every time I come into the gym, it's gonna be more of a war zone than a client zone. And I'm gonna say this again, I realized, and I was able to read the room, that every time I come in the gym, it was gonna be more of a war zone than a client zone. When it's all said and done, reading the room got me a refund. They sent me all my money back. Nothing happened. We good. We're not calling a company name. We're not wearing a company merch. Listen, if you give me a refund, I look at life like it never happened. They gave me refunds for the merchandise. They gave me refund for everything. So with that being said, I got everything. I enjoyed everything and got everything back because I was able to read the room. Everybody know on FLS, I will do anything that can improve my YouTube channel, but I'm not desperate to be a YouTuber to the point that I will put myself in a bad situation just for YouTube. YouTube is cool, but when it's all said and done, listen, I'm at a gas station right now dropping a video. So when it's all said and done, why would I pay $1,600 a month to have control when I could drop a video right in front of the Circle K with zero control, upload it, it still could be a classic, it's still gonna be fire. When it's all said and done, listen, put your headphones on. I don't got my headphones with me, but I feel like male, female, when you got your headphones on, people gotta go out their way to get your attention. When it's all said and done, open up your eyes. A lot of people are not friendly. A lot of people are hurting, and you guys have to understand, hurt people. It's simple. You don't know they're hurting inside, but they know they're hurting inside, and they still come outside, and guess what? They're hurting inside, so guess what? If they could hurt you, they're gonna do it. Does it sound petty? Yes. But guess what? I wanna tell you guys, this is how society goes. A lot of people never really grew up from high school. It goes high school, college, workforce, casket drop. People never really mature from high school. It goes high school to college to the workforce. It's all about peer pressure every step of the way. So a lot of people, especially when it comes to men, every man feel like I gotta be an alpha male. I can't step on nobody, so I gotta step on the random person at the cash register. I can't step on nobody, so I gotta step on a random stranger. When it's all said and done, listen, respect all, leave people alone, read the room, trust in the Lord, you're untouchable. You should never live your life in fear. I'm really an advocate for being bold. I'm really an advocate for being courageous. And I want to tell people, you should never, ever have to live your life in fear. Listen, I turned 40 this year. So a lot of people might not give my props. When it's all said and done, I know a little something about survival. And from here on out, all my videos, I just want to talk about survival. You're probably thinking I'm going to keep it simple. How do I read the room? Easy. You see people, how they interact with others. You see everything. Reading the room is easy for a man or a woman. Once you see this, those are the three signs that you're going to see. Non-verbal cues. I don't care what nobody say. Actions speak louder than words. So listen, follow the word play. Go ultra. Actions speak louder than the words. So if actions speak louder than the words, Nonverbal speak louder than words. A lot of people don't talk about the power of nonverbal communication, but we like to give motivational quotes. But listen, screw the TED Talk. Screw the motivational quotes. Actions speak louder than words, but guess what? Body language speaks louder. Listen, every time I have a conversation with a person, I will never go up on you. I will never do this. If I do this, I'm letting you know I'm about to run through you. I don't do this, but a lot of people, you're going to see this at the workforce. A lot of people, you're going to see this at the grocery store. When it's all said and done, you're going to see this. When you see this, these people mean they're closed off to you. Now, when I was growing up, I never seen this. I always knew ladies to do this, but now in the year 2025, you're going to see men doing this. Now, somebody told me that stands for a power position. I don't know how it's a power position when you look like a baseball field, bases loaded, bottom of the ninth. But when you see this, that right there, you're reading the room. Not only that, when you see people talk with their hand behind their back or they moving like this, they moving with secrecy. When it's all said and done, reading the room is body language. If you could pick up on body language, you could read the room. It's simple. And I'm gonna say this again. If you could pick up on body language, you could read the room. Most people can't read the room because they do this as well. They do this as well. They do this as well. So they love these people. Most people love the wolves of society. Needless to say, most people love the wolves. They feel the wolves know something that they don't know. They feel the alpha male or the alpha female knows something that they don't know. Let me tell you guys something. At the gym that I was at, people was talking to me like this as employees. Pick up my towel. People was talking to me like this as an employee. Pick up my towel. Give me my refund. Give me my membership. This is not going to happen. Listen, I was going to buy a sweatshirt. You feel me? It was a coworker. She was like, are you going to get it this time because you didn't get it last time? I said, listen, every day's a new day. You feel me? So when it's all said and done, I had to check her. Listen, when it comes to reading the room, the only way you need to read the room is unless it's your work. Your work environment. Grocery stores that you go to. But if it's a gym or any place that's not a necessity, get a refund, cancel the membership. It's not that serious. That gym that I was going to, I literally loved it. I loved it. The lighting was great. The space was great. The shower was great. Everything was great. The amenities was great. The infrared red sauna, like all that was great, bro. The cold plunge was great. Everything was great, but guess what? My skills to read the room, they were greater. And the fact that I was able to read the room, I left the room. 9 out of 10, when you can read the room, leave the room. And I'm gonna say this again. When you can read the room, you're gonna realize it's time for me to leave the room. And when you leave the room, guess what? You have freedom. Let me tell you guys something. Freedom is priceless. I don't care what anybody says. Listen, your peace is priceless. Freedom is priceless. Whatever caused you peace, that's what you fight for. When it's all said and done, pick and choose your battles. Be wise. Everybody's not worth checking, especially if you don't work with them. Now, if you work with them, that's different. You got to see Bob every day. You got to see Bob Kariska every day. You got to see Mark Millenhauer. I'm just making up names. Something that sounds like, you know, a person that's going to harass you. Mark Millenhauer, you feel me? Peter McPeets. When it's all said and done now, if you got to eat and deal with Peter McPeets, that's worth fighting for. That's worth going to HR for until you have something lined up. Everybody can't do DoorDash. Everybody can't do Uber, Lyft. You need a criminal record for that. So if you got a criminal record and you just trying to do a transition while you start your YouTube content creation, listen, you're going to have to address the elephant in the room because that's your workplace. But a gym is not your workplace. I'm not a personal trainer. A gym is not my workplace. If a gym ever causes my peace, I end the membership. It's just that simple. It's a gym. If I go to a restaurant is not my workplace. I just end the membership. We'll never go back to that restaurant again. We'll never go back to Blanco's again. When it's all said and done, you got to pick and choose what's important to you. You got to be wise. Every battle is not worth fighting. Some battles are worth a peace treaty, believe it or not. And I'm going to say this again. Sometimes it's better to just have a peace treaty and let people know it ain't even that serious. Let cooler heads prevail. Let bygones be bygones, and let's move on. And I'm gonna say this again. A lot of people want to act tough on YouTube, act tough on social media. I'm gonna be the first one to tell you sometimes a peace treaty is priceless. Let cooler heads prevail. Let bygones be bygones, and let's move on. When it's all said and done, a lot of people out here don't got nothing to live for. They will air you out over $2,100. A lot of people don't got anything to live for. They will air you out over $500. They will air you out over a honey bun. Yeah, I still have yet to make that story, but a dude took his uncle out over a honey bun. So when it's all said and done, you got to pick and choose what's worth it. And when it's all said and done, you got to stay focused on that finish line. Until you cross that finish line, listen, when it's all said and done, people gonna look at you like dinner time because they don't want you to cross that finish line. Nobody just wants you to walk easily until your destiny. Nobody's gonna let you just walk to the finish line. When you come to the finish line, you're gonna have to, you feel me? In the words of Ludacris, throw them bows, you're gonna have to come through. It's gonna be a breakthrough for a reason because you're gonna have to break through. Let it breathe.